Hello everyone and welcome back to another edition of West Ham Fan TV's Post-Match Pint, the only West Ham United post-match fallout show on the internet. It's Sunday morning, we've just got back from Goodison Park. It was West Ham 3, Everton 2. Or the other way around, Everton 2, West Ham 3. What a game. Great game. I'm going to say it now, before we start, I think that's the best game I've ever been to. Because we just don't do that.
It's my favourite away win. I didn't think anything would top Arsenal for me this season, but that just kicked Arsenal's game into touch, mate. The atmosphere was unbelievable. Yeah. Honestly, before, during and after the game was unbelievable.
You could hear the fans still singing when we was 2-0 down. I could still hear it.
It was just rocking. It was like an home game, because it was just like, at one point there was about a half an hour rendition of We Are West Ham's Clamp Blue Army.
And even when they scored the second goal, it just carried on, going through.
You could bear, apart from when they scored, you could not hear the Everton fans.
They wasn't loud at all. Let's go through the starting lineup.
Yeah.
Scott, you like doing this, come on.
Yeah, Adrian in goal.
Yeah,
we knew Criswell, O'Connor, Oxford,
Kouyaté.
Check. I couldn't work out whether we were 3 at the back or 4 at the back at the start.
I think we was 3 at the back at first, with Antonio wing back.
Antonio wide right, Obiang, Noble, Payet, Lanzini and Emenike, which...
I was surprised Emenike got a start.
You missed someone.
No, that's everyone.
No, you missed someone.
Who did I miss?
I'm joking.
You missed Kouyaté,
No, I didn't say where he was playing. I'm sure I mentioned it.
Yes, do you think that was it went same formation as he went? He's changed it twice in a row now. Same formation that he went in. Did you say Young Reece Oxford? I didn't hear you say
he did. Yeah.
That for me was a mistake.
No, it was. Listen, I've got loads of confidence in Oxford, but I thought up against Lukaku yesterday was going to be a big test for him, and it obviously showed it in that first half. But he's still done well.
Oh yeah. But that's the thing for me, is he hasn't had a lot of game time. Right. He had the game against Arsenal, the first half at Leicester. He come on against Tottenham, but having that limited game time, Lukaku's a different type of striker to what he would have ever come up against.
One of the best in Europe, without a foul.
Yeah. To be fair, he can do that to experienced centre backs.
Yeah, he does. He has done. He's done it to us many a time. Like Reece Oxford,
what's that, 8 in 9 or something like that?
Something like
8 in 8.
Yeah, 9 in 9 or something like that. Yeah, but it's he's done that to an abundance of centre-backs we've got. You know what I mean? He's done Collins, he's done Ogbonna, he's done.
I'm not saying if Collins was starting. I just thought it was a bit of a risk playing him, and I don't think it paid off.
Who would you have played them?
Personally, I would have put Song in there with.
I think he put the 3 in there because I think he's a bit like Kane, really. Kane's another one of the best in Europe, right? And I think he puts the 3 in there because he thinks there's enough cover there. If someone gets rolled, someone gets skinned, there's enough cover there. But the way that ball sticks to that man like glue.
Yeah, exactly. And there's
even talks of Chelsea going back in for him in the summer.
Well, why are they letting him?
And what are they going to pay for him? 50-60 million.
Definitely.
And he's only what is he? 23?
Exactly. 24. He's one of the players that
so short-sighted. Chelsea, really.
I'd love for him to be our marquee signing in the summer.
That's what I was just going to say. I'd love us to.
I was saying to him yesterday, if we had him, we'd be top of the league.
Yeah.
Without doubt.
Because the way we play
would suit him completely.
Perfectly.
Yeah, but
because you look at the way the 3 at the back goes with him. It's meant to be that the other defender. You always have one marking and then one sort of sweeping. The other defender then picks up the floating player. And Everton played with that Barkley, who's normally the floating player, and that's how we play. And the way he linked up with Lennon, my nephew said to me the other day when I was talking to him about doing a preview, he said you left out Lennon.
Yeah.
And Lennon again, that's the best game I've seen Lennon have.
He's been playing very well. There's enough tickling fucking Everton bollocks. So let's get on to it.
Exactly. I'm just saying that's as much as we're going to thingy. But
but up until the 70th minute, they were the better team.
Yeah, but goal come very early. But I wouldn't say it was a mistake. It was just good play.
Before that goal, though,
too tight.
Go on.
James McCarthy had a great strike on the edge of the box, and Adrian pulled off a class save, tipped it over the
One
bar.
of a few that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, he did, but yeah, just before the goal, they had that chance, and they was on top, weren't they? And
they was on top, and then the goal come. I thought Adrian could have done better.
Yeah, Oxford should have done better as well.
Oxford definitely could have done better. Mistake, but when he's in that sort of angle, it's a good strike. But he's got one place to put it.
Yeah, Oxford got too tight.
Yeah,
that's all it was.
But he will learn from that. He will learn from that. But did you notice though that no one had a go at him? No one had a go at him back there. Adrian, Czech, Ogbonna, none of them had a go at him because that would have dented his confidence.
They showed his reaction, and you can see Oxford was a bit disappointed afterwards. You know, he sort of was like.
But for me, as a young guy coming through like he is, he needs that. Because if he keeps coming on and getting a clean sheet and not making a mistake and things like that, that's where the ego starts.
They never learn, will they?
The thing about him is, I was watching him yesterday. All right, apart from that mistake, apart from that, he didn't do much wrong. No. He's a athletic specimen. He's tall. Yeah. He's going to do very well in the game. He never, even after that, he never shied away. No. He wanted the ball. He wanted to distribute. He wanted to bring it out.
Winning headers.
He's the closest I think we're going to get to Rio Ferdinand.
Yep. Yeah, similar type of player.
He's very similar type of player. He's cool. He's composed. He's going to have such a future in the game. It's just a shame that he has to come up against someone in the form of Romelu Lukaku who sort of exposes.
He exposes the best.
Yeah, he does expose the best, but he got too tight in once. Apart from that, I don't think he done anything wrong. No,
the thing is, if him and Burke are developing the way keep developing the way they're developing, in 3 or 4 seasons' times, they could be our first choice centre back.
Of course they will,
because they're both have got the potential to be such. Burke is more. Burke is more your Ginger Collins, and Oxford's more your Bonga, wanting to bring the ball out, wanting to play, and they'll be perfect together eventually, so long as they keep progressing, barring any injuries or anything.
But one of them's going to get in before the other, and if you got Reed and Oxford, Reed in the next 2 years. 3 years, I think that's going to be a perfect combination. We're blessed there at the minute, centre half. Just get too many injuries, and that's been happening for 3-4 seasons. Anyway, get on top. I thought West Ham. I thought it was a good battle between the two sides at the start. I thought we was both playing some good stuff. I thought they played some very neat stuff. I thought we played some very neat stuff.
Very open game.
It was just it was an open game. They was both going for it. That's good for the neutral. It's good for the fan. But our final ball was just not on the point.
That's what I was thinking. Wasting our opportunity. Every time we got near there, we'd waste it.
It was over it passes, things like that. It just didn't.
And Payet was.
He was the main culprit.
He was the main culprit of that.
Yeah. And again.
And Lanzini as well. We had a very quiet first half yesterday.
Yeah, he was doing some good stuff in the middle, Lanzini. But when he'd get towards the goal, then
it was just the final third. But maybe that's nerves, because it's on your mind, isn't it? You ain't beat Everton for God knows how long.
One win. If you take out the penalties, 1 win in 20 games.
Yeah.
That's
a dire record, isn't it?
It's an awful record.
You know what I mean? Especially playing up there. We never travel well up there. Anyway, keeps on going. All of a sudden, Morales decides to chuck himself on the floor. Yeah. I never saw the replay of that.
He did. He didn't even touch him.
It was another one like. It
was a good bit of refereeing that.
You know what Czech got sent off for against Blackburn? Roughly the same sort of thing, but there was minimal, if any, contact.
He didn't touch him. There was no contact at all.
And the referee was superb.
And the thing is,
Obiang, wasn't it? That was behind him.
Was it Obiang?
Yeah, I'm sure it was Obiang.
Yeah, it was
and
Obiang.
he's just gone past. He put his arm. He's not stopped, and Morales has just chucked himself to the floor.
Yeah, well, because Martinez said, he didn't dive, he didn't appeal, but he did. When you see him go down, he does that.
And not only that, he when after he got booked, he stood up and laughed and sort of tapped the referee, knowing what he's done.
Exactly.
So if he'd have been booked, he would have been throwing his arms in the air and screaming, "Why am I getting booked?" But he didn't. So that shows you everything.
Exactly.
That shows you everything now.
Gets booked, goes back ding dong. Nothing really happened after that. They was on top. I thought
we struggled to cope with him.
We struggled to cope with him in the first half. Then all of a sudden, we played some neat stuff. All of a sudden, he rattles. Was it Cresswell?
Cresswell, yeah.
Lukaku's played it into him. He's let it run past him, and Cresswell's cleared it, and then Morales has just gone straight through him.
What was he thinking?
To be fair, that possibly could have been a straight red anyway for our late.
No, I wouldn't say it was a straight red.
It'd have been a bit harsher than
Yeah,
straight
but
red.
as I say,
It
could have
looked
been.
bad the way Creswell crumpled on top of him like that, and he sort of got him round there.
The thing about it is, the rules of the game, I mean, they're very hard for referees to govern because there's so many different things. But that is a tackle. He was out of control of that tackle, and that's a booking. Yeah, you could say it was harsh because it looks like he's fell over. It's in some ways, but it's not. It's a tackle.
He was late,
and he was late, and it was reckless.
What makes the incident even worse though is how long it took the ref to actually just book him. Why didn't he just do it straight away?
He had his mind made up.
Yeah, but why not just give the yellow card straight away? Like he's walking around like trying to say, "Oh look, I'm in control here. Watch this," and then he just whips out the yellow and the red like 2 minutes later. Do it straight away.
Everton fans blame Noble, didn't they, for?
No, Noble was just being a captain and just pointing out, look, 2 yellows, which anyone else would do.
Exactly. I love seeing the Everton players trying to stop Noble getting to the ref.
Yeah.
And Noble's like, "Get out of my way," and he gets to him, and he says,
they can't moan. If they're moaning about that, then they've just got to look back at the.
They moan about anything.
Oh, of course they will. Of course they will.
They've got. They're a very funny bunch, the Everton lot. I mean, because we got there yesterday, we've been getting dogs abuse on Twitter, haven't we? Me and you. If I hear the term Tin Pot Club anymore, I think I might shoot someone. To be quite honest, it's just. There's sort of like I know they've just been taken over. There's a man willing to put money into the team or whatever. We'll see if that happens. I've talked to a couple of people. They said he's the real deal. But in terms of this, they're a big club. They are a big club. I'm not going to deny that they're a big club. They've got great history and all that, yeah. But that's exactly what it is. It's history. They forget. All right, they made the top 4. They had a celebration on the pitch yesterday with Nigel Martin, didn't they? Yeah. Because of the team that made the top 4 in the 2004-2005 season. They come fourth. They haven't won a trophy since 1995. There's been more than enough times when, like. All right, they've been mid-table, they've been the top half. There's been times when they've finished like 18th. I
remember when they survived on the final day of the season once.
Yeah.
I know we've been down twice in that last 20 years, but we've bounced straight back up. We ain't made no fuss about it, have we?
But they seem to think they're a lot bigger than what they are, and I think it's not. I don't think it's that. I think it's because they're nowhere near Liverpool. No. They can't give it to Liverpool. Liverpool, they're neighbours, right? And they look at a club like West Ham, who now we're at similar levels. We're going that way. All right, they could come that way now because of investment, but they were sort of stuck where they were, and they don't like it.
No.
They think,
and this is the thing though, we've gone that way without investment.
No, exactly.
Gold and Sullivan, we ain't had a sugar daddy come in. Gold and Sullivan comes out of their own pockets, and we've worked hard to get the new stadium, build a squad, and now it's all paying off, and people don't like it.
No. That's it. There's a lot of jealousy around.
Of course there is. And Everton say, "Oh, we're not their rival." Of course we're their rivals. Of course we're their rivals. We're all battling for Europe.
We're every team in the Premiership's rivals.
Yeah, of course they
don't matter who that is it. Every
the
game.
thing is, with Everton, I've said this before. They've only got Everton and Liverpool.
Yeah.
We're battling against how many London clubs?
5.
You know what I mean?
Chelsea, Arsenal.
You've got Chelsea,
Watford.
Arsenal, Watford, QPR,
Palace,
Fulham.
I was saying
Leighton Orient.
I'm just saying.
No, but
that's
there's
what I mean.
10 clubs in London,
probably even more than that.
And they're second best out of 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like the people like that can't take it. They can't take it. They've got league titles, but they talk about us like we ain't got no history. We've got history. Yeah. We've won European competitions. We've won FA Cups. Yeah. We've never won a league. No. We've never won a league.
But there's many sides that have never won a league.
Yeah, exactly. Like the elite few have won the league.
Didn't we win like the old Division 2 fucking moons ago or something like that?
No, but I'm just talking about the top division.
We've got this man as well, Bobby Moore. We came through our academy.
We produce some of the finest players that this country's ever seen. Like you can't say that our club has got no history. I'm sick of hearing about it. Yeah. If you're an Everton fan, stop being a prick. Like the few of them that I've seen yesterday were nice people.
No, I'll tell you what, I said this to these two before you come in. All the stick we've been getting from Everton fans, I was expecting it to be like a really shit atmosphere up there. But even me and you before, they was all coming up to us, weren't they? Talking to us, wishing us luck for the season, talking about Pint, how good player he is. And they're the proper fans. They're the fans that go to the game. The bloke that give us dog shit on Twitter about being in Stanley Park, me and him walked through there before the game and after the game, we didn't see no one.
No, exactly. And that's it.
I mean?
It's that keyboard warrior mentality, isn't it? That's the thing with social media.
It's things like this as well that sort of like get me riled up. The Toffee TV boys, I love them, but like over the last couple of weeks, they've been giving us a bit of nonsense. Like I watched their preview. They hate West Ham. Why do they hate West Ham?
But then he comes out and says, "I don't hate West Ham."
He does hate West Ham. He says it himself.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I've seen him on like Ball Street's channel.
But they just do that, didn't they, to get a bit of thingy going. Like he's got no reason to hate us. He calls us like, oh, the Tories, and we've got a shiny new stadium. Listen, I see your stadium yesterday. First time I've been there, and it's a shithole. It is. It's not a great stadium, is it? Me and him were like a tennis match, like with the posts, like trying to watch the game. Like, because we're moving on to a new stadium. Don't be bitter. Don't be jealous. Look over the road. Even Liverpool are getting a new stand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They'll have a new one soon. I mean, if they don't,
where are they going to go?
To be honest, right? They should have built one stadium and shared it. It works for Milan. The two Milan sides, it works perfectly.
No, they are moving.
Are they moving?
Yeah.
But it's worked perfectly for a long
years,
time.
yeah.
And I don't get.
And the thing is, Liverpool and Everton are not them sort of rivals, are they? They're not the ones that go to games and fight. I've seen them; they all sit with each other on Merseyside derbies.
Like one half of the family might be Liverpool, the other half would be Everton. Yeah. And
you've got two stadiums. I'm not joking, right? Yeah. You could fucking throw a stone from one to the other.
Saying. Why not just? They've got all that area. They could just build one massive stadium, put 80,000, 70,000 together, but they won't.
I've got no problem with Everton. I've always liked Everton as a football club. I see them as similar to us, family club, loyal fans, but it's certain fans. I mean, listen, I'm not going to say that we ain't got fans that ain't idiots on social media and that. I'm not going to say that, because I've seen it and sometimes I think to myself, them sort of fans you don't want to be associated with your club. But listen,
it's the things like, he wouldn't have got in our team.
Yeah.
Yeah, he chose you, but it's because he's going to go for first team football. Like Obonna. Are they going to put, like Everton are they going to pay £10 million for a centre half that ain't going to get in their team? No, not a chance. I don't care what anybody says. And Payet won't get in their team. Barkley's better than Payet.
It was the same with Byron, weren't it? They were after Byron because he chose us over them. Oh, he was only going to play second best to Coleman.
He was maybe. Yeah. But he's only going to play second best Byron for the next season or two to whoever we get in.
Yeah. I think that sums up Everton fans. Because even one of them, I was watching the reaction of the Toffees TV, one of them guys, and he was going, oh yeah, then they come on and go back to Sam tactics, long balls. What are you talking about? But they have to, when we get something over them, they have to diminish us.
Yeah, of course.
To make themselves feel better.
Who was playing long balls yesterday? Because all I see was Everton knocking it over the top.
Knocking it over to look
panicking.
You know what I mean?
We've been brandished with that big Sam.
Tottenham said it. Pochettino said, "Oh, I can't deal with all these long balls and that." They played more long balls than us.
Yeah, exactly. So they was playing them in the Arsenal game as well.
Yeah. At the end of the day, they look for excuses of why they get beat.
Yeah.
Right. And the way that game went yesterday, they should have put that game to bed. They didn't.
They had their chances. I mean, we better start talking about the.
Yeah, we better start talking about the game.
Yeah. That's our rant about Everton.
So red card. The game's still even. They had a lot of ball. We had a lot of ball. Going backwards and forwards, We had a chance. The only one of the first half. Emenike had a chance.
6 yards out.
Yeah, he really should score there.
Payet skimmed the post as well, didn't he? First half.
Oh yeah.
Did he?
Yeah. He hit a shot, just skimmed the post.
I thought that just went wide.
That might have been.
We didn't see it from where we were.
I see a post like that. I'm like, what's happened?
Yeah, that one skimmed the post. Emenike, great ball in. And it's hard to say. Should he have done better?
It's tough.
Keeper saved it with his legs.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough chance. It's just the way it goes. But them sort of chances when I'm thinking this ain't going to be our day. And then I thought, we go in at half time. Ryan disappeared for 50 minutes.
I actually like mixing with the fans and having a beer, not miserable bollocks.
I got food poisoning, that's why I'm drinking water today.
Yeah, bollocks. That's vodka, and he had a roast dinner.
No, I have. I've got a bout of food poisoning, but. Yeah, so half time comes and I'm just thinking, we can get back in this. 10 men, we're going to wear them down. They come out, they looked like a good side still, Everton.
It didn't look like they had 10 men, did it?
That's exactly
It looked
what
like they had 12.
Yeah, they seem to have so much space in the middle of the park, and it was like we had the man down.
Oxford went off at half time, didn't he? Carroll come on.
He changed it.
Yeah.
Which I was going to mention that about Slab because he sort of like. He saw the weakness. He saw where we was lacking. I don't think it was Oxford because it was Oxford.
No.
But it's just the most experienced. It wasn't because he done bad. It's just the inexperienced player.
Yeah.
Right, we need 2 forwards now. He went 2 up top, and for a long while it didn't work.
No.
It wasn't working. Carroll come on, just wasn't working. Everton, a pass and a ball peeing around us. Do you know what? People say to me Obiang was good. I thought Obiang wasn't that good yesterday.
He didn't have the best of games.
I didn't think he had the best of games.
Yeah, a lot of people said that after the game, didn't they? They said Obiang was someone who said he's man of the match, and I was thinking like maybe they might mean Ogbonna, or I don't know.
Yeah, he
I
didn't have the best of games yesterday.
No, I didn't think he had it. But that I mean,
He still put a shift in. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, he was doing what he could, but it was a poor. I think it was a poor performance from everyone. Like,
no one stood out.
No one stood out. No, that's exactly it. So he comes on. Everyone are knocking around, had a couple of chances. All of a sudden, bang.
Yeah, it's a good goal as well.
Great bit of play between Lukaku and Lennon. Sticks it past. Me and him are sitting there, I'm thinking, I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. They're knocking it around us like we're not here.
And to be fair, it was such a good goal because Lennon's done the work, laid it in Lukaku, and again, it's what we say about Lukaku, the difference in him.
He's held him off.
He's held him off and just gave the ball straight back to him. And good on Lennon for carrying on his runs. After time, the winger would have thought, "Oh, my job's done now."
The thing is with Lennon, I think it was mentioned on the telly yesterday, but his first touch weren't that great. But he's so quick.
Yeah, that's it.
He's always going to get there.
He's one of them players, isn't he? He's got that.
That's the thing. But even when he used to play, I used to hate him when he used to play for Spurs because he's so fast. He's so fast, and he's a mistake. He can still catch it. Do you know what I mean? And.
He's another player I wouldn't mind seeing with us.
I'm sure we were linked with him.
Yeah, we was linked with him.
When seeing that, I was thinking, I wish we got him there.
Just because of that, even if he's on the bench and you bring him on last half hour, running at defenders, it's what you want. He can't cross the ball for.
He can't play football.
No, but
if I'm honest,
like you said, he's just so quick.
Yeah, he's so quick that his touches and that they don't look that bad because, he's like a whippet.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, but. Yeah, it's
I'll be honest. I'll hold my hands up now. I didn't see a way back when we went 2-0 down.
No, I didn't see a way back. I didn't see a way.
No one did.
Come back out again, and then we had this thing, and this is when I thought this ain't going to be our day, because we put nice bit of play on the left hand side. It was laid into Song. Song was going to strike it, and the ref got right in his way.
Oh,
and I thought to myself, this is not. He's not.
Wasn't it from another poor corner that got cleared, and then it's gone back to Payet, and he's laid it into Song. The referee just got.
And it was set up for a strike.
Yeah.
Everyone was out of position. Everyone was sort of like mixed in a box. He thinks himself, he's going to drill this, and it's going to go straight in.
And the referee walks back into it.
Yeah, he was standing there, and like Song's about to strike it, and he starts going back into it.
He should have been allowed to just go, get out of the way. You know what I mean? That's criminal.
Push him over.
Yeah.
That's
what I would have done.
I'm sorry.
Scott, you wouldn't have been up that far, mate.
But people talk about refs getting, in trouble for bad decisions or something. But, impeding the match, that's one of the worst crimes you can commit.
Yeah,
but I know, but he should be aware, shouldn't he?
Yeah, he should have been a bit more aware. He was too busy watching what was going on in the box all like.
Yeah, watch the ball at least.
Why are they in the middle? They should be to the side. Do you know what I mean? Like a little bit further out.
He's getting up in the mix of it. What are you doing?
It's not the easiest thing trying to ref a game. You're going to get in the way eventually. How many times do we see someone play a pass and it comes off the referee and goes...
Yeah, but a pass is different.
Yeah.
He's backing into the man. He might as well have been playing for him.
I could have seen that, because I could have seen that going in. If Song had shot that, I felt it, and then he got in the way and I was going mad.
I just thought, this ain't this ain't going to be our day. No, it's not going to be our day. And then the penalty,
which wasn't a penalty.
I haven't even seen it.
Yeah, it was
right.
It was just on the edge of the box.
And it didn't even look like he touched him.
No, it was a penalty.
It wasn't a.
It was a foul. Sorry, but it wasn't a penalty.
Yeah.
But
They was all screaming off, weren't they? The bloody.
all I can say is thank God it was a penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. But
Might have had more chances.
it's a penalty, and like by that time, we're singing 2-0, and you still don't sing. As I said, the crowd were magnificent. Even 2-0 down there was fucking rocking it.
Even when we got the penalty, before they even took it, we were singing 3-0 when you still don't
3-0 when you still don't
we all
sing.
thought, oh, it's Lukaku. He's gonna score this.
Yeah.
Adrian's got a good penalty
Record.
Lukaku's not the
poor
greatest.
penalty
Yeah,
record.
he's not the greatest at taking penalties.
Too casual.
Why he's taking it, I don't know.
Because Baines ain't playing.
Baines and Barkley could be taking them.
That was a bit of a pathetic penalty, to be honest. He didn't smash it, and he hit it sort of in the middle, and he didn't.
Maybe I don't.
Adrian was off his line though.
But the thing is, though, you say that, it's like the commentator said, that's justice, because it weren't a penalty.
No,
so
right.
them allowing the fact, he was good 5 yards off his line. Good 5.
Yeah, but all goalkeepers do that now. I see the.
I think you're allowed now.
Yeah, because
I'll never get.
Someone was
they
saying
changed the rules
when you
so
run
often.
up to take it, at that point you're allowed to come up.
Yeah, but then the goalkeeper could just.
You could just sprint towards
Yeah,
him,
that's what I
couldn't
mean. The goalkeeper could just sprint towards you. Like, you wouldn't know what to do, would you?
I'm sure it's still the keeper's meant to be on the line until the ball's kicked.
Well, you look at the penalty shootout last week in the final, Liverpool Man City. Man City keeper was off his line loads of
the
time.
time, yeah.
And the linesman standing there seeing it, so I don't know what the rules
It's
are.
one of them rules.
As long as they can't sprint towards you, then that's alright with me.
Imagine if he was running up to it and the keeper just comes straight at
I'll flick it over
Runs
his
up and slide tackles him.
But the penalty, misses it.
Yep.
He turns around to me and says,
He didn't. It was a great save.
Adrian
good save, yeah. That's the turning point in this game. Yeah, so he misses the penalty. A one-on-one, goes through one-on-one. They looked like they was killing us. They was absolutely killing us. Adrian pulls off another great save.
That was a great
save.
He pulled off about 5 or 6 good saves, and for me, he was man of the match.
He's a warrior. He's a warrior.
As much as
he's a hard keeper to beat, isn't he? Especially one-on-one.
He saves that penalty. He saves that one-on-one.
It gets us back in the game.
Yeah, you look at the 2 in the first half. First one from McCarthy and the one from Ross Barkley that we didn't mention. That was a great strike by Barkley. He didn't have a good game yesterday, but it was a great strike and a great save. So he's kept us in it.
It's just when you got your keeper keeping you in it, it stops you from being buried.
For me, that was the turning point. That miss, the one-on-one, weren't the penalty. The one-on-one miss was the turning point in the game.
All of a sudden,
they started getting tired after that.
Yeah, but that's it, isn't it? I always thought we'd get one back.
I didn't see us win.
I always thought we'd score.
Yeah.
Because they looked tired. It looked like it was and they've been playing so well, Everton. So well,
and it was a high tempo game.
Song and Sacco coming on as well.
Song and Sacco came on. Then all of a sudden, I think Song changed the game.
Yeah,
I do honestly.
I think Carroll did as well when he came on.
Carroll,
he troubled them, didn't he?
Yeah.
No, I think to be fair, I think the 3 of them did.
Yeah.
All the subs changed the game, and it was like different change of formation, different change of tactics. Pushed up Antonio, and he scores again. You know what I mean? Like all of a sudden, there was an handball. Which was definitely handball.
Yep.
He's kicking at you, but he's put his hand
I looked at it on Match of the Day last night when I got in, and Pint smashed it at him, and he hasn't put his. He's just turned.
He puts his elbow
but your arms up.
I know, but then Chekiowe done the same thing. He's lent into it, isn't he? With that part, so that could have been.
But that's not
arm. No. That one, the one where he chested out, he was in the middle of the box.
Yeah,
he chested.
It was like there.
He hit the
That bit.
What did?
When he hit the betway bit.
I didn't.
Did you watch it? It's the
I
end
did
of the
watch
betway.
it. I watched it last night, and I think Alan Shearer agreed with me as well because they slowed it down.
It was never handball.
Yeah.
That's not handball.
But that's not handball.
Yeah.
But then if you're saying that's handball,
That's handball. That.
Yeah.
Because
now,
your
that's
elbow.
right.
It's
It's
not
not handball.
But I agree with the ref. It weren't.
well, if that had been in the other box, you would have all been screaming for a penalty.
Yeah. But it
exactly.
weren't.
So it's handball then.
But it weren't handball. But you scream for a penalty. Their one from the Payet one, where he hits it against his arm. That weren't handball. The guy's in the air, mid-air.
That's what I'm saying.
He's not seen the ball coming and gone like that and put his arm up.
He's just turned.
It's
I
his
thought he
natural
did.
position. No,
he's turned.
As he's turning
Look
like that.
what's he turning like that for?
That can't be handball if it's in the air on the back of the arm. Because if you jump in the air, you're going to turn like that. You're not going to jump like that, are you? Your reactions are going to change. You know what I mean? You're going to turn and your arms are going to come up.
Because you use your arms
It's natural.
It's to boost yourself, isn't it? It's to propel yourself, and it's not.
Pyatt was just clutching at straws because he weren't having a great game.
We all appealed for it when it happened.
Yeah, but
He changed it well.
It goes to Noble, didn't it? After that,
All of a sudden, in the last 10 minutes, 12 minutes, we just woke up.
Yeah.
Something happened. I knew, but I always had the confidence that we'd get one, but we don't normally kick on. But I thought to myself, if we get one, we'll get two, and that'll be the limit. I think he'll get two and he'll push it back. But it wasn't. He just kept it open. So we get this one, the handball. About a minute later, whipped in. That man Antonio again.
Yeah.
Great ball by Noble as well.
Great ball by Noble.
Yeah, brilliant cross.
You've got to give Carroll some credit for that because he drew two defenders.
But he does naturally.
Yeah.
Because he's the threat, isn't he?
Yeah, and that's it. The two defenders go with him, and it just opened up the space for Antonio.
They obviously didn't think that Antonio was the threat in the box. That's why they was on. They should have watched him the last few weeks.
They should watch him.
Could have spoken to their neighbours and said the header that he scored against them, and
could have rung Tottenham up. And said what happened on Wednesday. So I'll show you.
To be fair though, I don't understand it because we never whip a good ball into Carroll when he's in the box.
But then,
anyway, so.
But what do you do? Because Antonio is a threat. Of course, he's a threat. But
that's the threat.
We've already said that Carroll is one of the best headers of the ball in the world. So you leave him and he gets on the end of it, it's a goal. Anytime he gets on the end of an header, it's a goal.
Yep.
If it's a good ball, he times his jump perfectly, it's a goal. He's scoring the goal, no matter what. He's such a good header of the ball. So to have someone like Antonio in there,
who can head the ball, we can do most things. Can't he?
It's always going to open up space. So he gets the header in, and Sacco as well. He can head the ball as he shows 2 minutes later.
Yeah.
You know,
that was a great header as well from Sacco.
Great cross,
great ball by Pyatt.
Yeah. He played a few good balls in.
This is what I'm saying about Pyatt though. He has a quiet game, but he still creates things, chances, sets up goals, scores goals, and he's quiet at the moment. He's not having the best.
Well, quiet by his standards.
Yeah,
you still see the little things he does, and he's still good.
As long as he's on that pitch, he's a threat.
Yeah.
Well, Carroll played a part in that goal as well, didn't he? If I remember rightly, the second.
He chased it down, didn't he, in the corner?
And then laid it to Pyatt, and Pyatt crossed it in. But that's the thing with Sacco. Sacco, like you said, he's so good in the air.
He's an all-rounder.
Yeah.
Sacco's an all-rounder.
And that'll do his confidence the world of that goal.
Emenike is a poor man Sacco.
Totally agree.
Yeah, he's like. We need someone like Sacco, but Emenike is obviously not going to get in front of Sacco.
No.
He's a poor man Sacco. Let's talk a bit about Emenike while we're talking about this before we go into the third goal. How well was he done for you?
Yeah, he's done. I mean, obviously Blackburn was his best performance because he scored a couple of goals up there. But I think he was just someone to bring in because we needed a striker. We had all our strikers injured. He's not, like I said, he probably won't even get on the bench when everyone's fully fit.
I think Sacco is pivotal to the way we play.
Sacco is
the high pressure, the pressing, all that, right? And I think once he got injured, I think that's what we was missing.
Emenike done that against Spurs very well. Like I said, both their centre backs got books for him chasing them down.
He done for Emenike. He's like you said, poor man. He's like that. Does that thing that people like Shane Long do for Southampton, things like that.
Just work.
Hassles defenders, hassles goalkeepers. All right, he won't get the amount of goals that someone like Sacco would get or things like that, but. Like you said, when we bringing him in was the right thing because Carroll does that, but Emenike seems to be quicker, and he's always in and around that 6-yard box. Always in and around that 6-yard box. Where there's times with Carroll, he's out on the left, he's out on the edge of the area, and you're thinking you're one of the best headers of the ball.
Get in the middle.
The box, stop hanging out on the left. Get in there. But he does bring other things, but
You can't I don't think you can fully judge Emenike yet. He hasn't played a full 90, so I don't think we've seen the best.
We won't see the best of him. He'll be gone by the time.
Yeah.
Now that Sakho's back as well.
Sakho's back. Valencia's
due back.
Yeah. So,
Sakho's going to be massive for the rest of the season. If he stays fit, then who knows where we're going to go this season.
We won't see the best of Emenike. He'll be gone by the time. But he looks willing. He looks dedicated.
He's had chances. It's not like he said he gets into positions. You know,
stick one away, and you know,
it might just need that. You know, Blackburn ain't Premiership defences. You know, it wasn't. He got 2 against Blackburn, but Blackburn are poor. Right, so okay, if he scores against the poor sides, that's fair enough. But the problem with the Premiership, there's not many poor sides.
Sunderland, he didn't do much against Sunderland, Emenike, and they're poor.
I think he works. I think he does. I think he works the defenders. Yeah. And then allows someone like Carroll and Sakho to come on and calls like and work tired defenders. I think they're going to work best against tired defenders. But yeah, I think he's done okay.
He wins free kicks.
But like I said, he was just bought in as someone to have as an option because all our strikers were out. But
upgrade
now they're
on
coming back.
That's what it is. Yeah, he's an upgrade on Jelic. Yeah. He's got more pace than Jelic.
Yeah, definitely. I think Jelic was a waste of money, to be honest. I don't know why they didn't go out and get Ricky Lambert.
Yeah.
Proven goal scorer in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And you paid the same money for him as.
Would Lambert have wanted to sit on the bench the way Jelic did?
Well, we've done it at Liverpool.
Yeah, true. Doing it at West Brom, really.
Yeah.
That Rondon gets in front of him. But
2-all Sakho.
Yeah, so 2-all Sakho. Beautiful header, wonderful header. And then I'm thinking to myself, it can't get any better than this because
2-all.
I've seen this. West Ham never ever go kick on and get the winner.
The West Ham way would have been Everton to go out there and score. That's the way it's been.
And and there was chances for Everton after that. Yeah, like there was a couple of chances, a couple of thingies. So I'm thinking, right, looking at the clock, I'm thinking 90th minute. That's all right. That's fine. I see the ball come down the left. He taps me. He goes me. This is it. We're scoring the winner, yeah? We're going to score the winner, yeah? I'm thinking, shut up, right? You know what you're talking about.
And I did tell you Sakho was going to equalise.
I told me Sakho was going to equalise before Sakho was on the pitch.
I wish I'd bet. Because I'd win loads of money.
So he goes to me, we're going to score the winner, yeah? Going to score the winner. I said, shut up. I'm looking at it's 90th minute. I thought the game's over. Bang, a ball goes in. Carroll wins it. Rolls off of Sakho.
Great flick from Sakho.
Great flick from Sakho, and that man's just there, just to slot it past them. Broke their arcs.
Yeah, man. And it was all fitting, especially after what happened earlier in the season with the McCarthy tackle and they all this. We could have signed him, but we didn't want him. And for that man, that man to score the winner,
they were never going to sign.
And the time as well, and them Everton fans that were giving us stick all game just went straight out the door.
And I'll tell you one thing, right? That's a very, very good finish.
That's what I was...
Because the ball comes in, and most players would just react and get a foot on it. He looks to where the keeper's going and plants it in the opposite way.
It's a
great finish.
Great goal.
He's a class player.
And this is what we're saying. We're all saying Pint was quiet yesterday, but he set up a goal.
One assist, one goal.
And scored the winner. And he was quiet. Jesus Christ.
That is the thing. You can take.
You put him on a pedestal, though, don't you? Do you know what I mean? Because of the things he does. Yeah. And when he ruined Matt McCarthy in the box.
That was just
one way.
He's world class. You can't deny it. He's world class.
He would get into any team.
Yeah. Any team now will be looking. We're gonna have to. I know he's just signed a new 5-year deal, but these day contracts don't mean nothing. If people are going to come in, someone's going to bid for him during the summer. I think.
Let him.
No, I don't think he'll go. But
he could play for Real Madrid.
Yeah, he could play for any team in the world. He could play for Barcelona in my eyes.
Yeah,
that's how good he is.
And the fee is
not Spurs though.
Nah, he'll still be here next season.
He'll be here for the next 3 or 4 years. I've got no doubt about it.
I bet he finishes here.
Yeah,
might do.
I bet he finishes it. There's something.
Let's be honest, though. If Real Madrid come in with a £70 million bid, you've got to look at it.
Of course you would.
You've got to look at it. You can't. Players.
From a West Ham point of view, you've got to look at it. For a player's point of view, it's Real Madrid.
Doesn't matter. Full Bear played for Real Madrid. Doesn't matter.
But no, it's like it's that. We've got that carrot that we're moving into this Olympic stadium and things are moving forward.
But that's still Real Madrid.
When Barcelona or Real Madrid come knocking, it's it's a different level. Isn't it?
But yeah, that was and the scenes when that third goal went in. I mean, Jesus Christ! I was on your back. I had the bloke behind me trying to drag me back.
I think every pub that had a West Ham supporter in it,
The wooden seats. Nearly went.
I was in my room. I fucking took the t-shirt off, swinging it around like I'd
That
scored.
stand reminded me of an old
Jim from American Pie.
that stand reminded me of an old Greyhound Stadium.
Yeah, it was. No, it was.
It's a strange old place.
The scenes and everyone was just going mental, weren't they?
We was getting so much stick because we were sort of like in the corner. There's home fans there, 1-0 up, 2-0 up, and they're just really like, we're just singing. That's the thing. There was no.
We didn't give up, did we? Even 2-0 down.
An half-hour rendition of "We Are West Ham's Cobra Army." They're like, they wasn't singing, but they're sitting there laughing at us.
Yeah.
They weren't laughing at the final whistle because when we scored that third goal, I've never seen people exit a stadium.
And that was a massive. I mean, the fans outside after for the fan cams were unbelievable as well. It reminded me of the Arsenal game.
The fans were unbelievable all game.
I love our fans. It's true what is it Nathan on the fan cam said. We're a family, and it is. Everyone, everywhere you go, like in away games, everyone talks to each other. You know what I mean?
Everyone knows each other.
Everyone knows each other.
That's the thing with the fans is that when the fans are still on side, when the fans are still singing at 2-0 down, it gives that players a lift. We've seen it in the past. If the fans had turned on the team yesterday,
I'll tell you something now. If that had been last season and we was in that position, them fans probably wouldn't have been singing the way they were yesterday.
That expectation is you go 2-0 down away to Everton last season. This is going to be 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, and it could have been. And it could have been.
It could have been yesterday.
But that's the difference.
There's a belief at them.
Yeah, there's the players, and there's the players as well.
I think I said it last week. I think that's Bilić's greatest achievement this year. He's done wonders on the pitch. We've got some wonderful players now. We play some wonderful football at times, but he's got everyone back on side. Do you know what I mean? And that's what.
And it's not only it's the players; it's from the top to the bottom of the club.
Everyone seems united.
You feel part of the club as a fan. You feel part of the club.
Yeah. And you wake up on a match day looking forward to going to the game, and it don't matter who you're playing.
Exactly.
Don't matter who you're playing. Remember, like last couple of years, like we've got Man City at home or whoever, and you think, I'll be happy with a point. Now we're going to their grounds thinking, we can beat these. I went to Everton yesterday. I was confident of getting a result.
Yeah. I must admit, I thought it'd be our game, and I thought we'd get a draw. But
my first ever trip to Goodison, I'm retiring now. I'm never
going back now.
Never going back. But, like you said, that's happening a lot this season with the games we've been to. You went up to Anfield, we won 3-0. We went to Arsenal, haven't won there for years.
2-0.
Been to Everton, City.
That's what I was saying before, when everyone was saying, we ain't won in Everton and all this. I was saying, well, look what we've been doing, you know what I mean?
But these things have to end at some point.
They're made to be broken.
They're not going to carry on for the rest of our life.
So we've said this to fan cams, just talk between ourselves. Can we now consider ourselves top 4 contenders?
Because we're 2 points off Arsenal, and we've got to play Leicester and Arsenal in that top 4. We've still got to play Chelsea. And we go there and get a result. Of course we're content. If it wasn't for Leicester winning yesterday, if Leicester would have lost, we'd have been 8 points off top.
Yep.
I'm not saying we're going to go and win the league.
No, but
it's still not.
You're in it.
I'm not being funny, right? To be mentioned at this point of the season,
which makes a bloody change for us.
But this is it. By now, we're normally looking down rather than up.
Well, not even that.
I mean, you've got the cup game next week, so by the time we play Chelsea, you're looking near the end of March. Near the end of March, we're 5th in the table, going to Chelsea
with a lot
2
of players
points away from Arsenal, going for the top 4. No one would have thought that. I don't care what West Ham fan you ask, no one would have thought that.
Exactly.
And we could be going into that game just coming off the back of reaching a semi-final.
The thing is, like you said, we've got the quarter-final against Man United, which is a big game.
It's the biggest game of the season for me.
Even pray to God we don't lose that game, right? But even if we do, there's still no reason why we can't push on the top 4. No reason whatsoever.
The cup ain't going to distract us from that top 4 with the squad we've got. Showed you yesterday with the subs. We brought on Carroll, Saka and Alex Song.
Exactly.
Look over the past few years. I'm no disrespect to the players, but you used to bring on Joey O'Brien, Cole and Matt Taylor.
Yeah, exactly.
And you used to be excited to see them come on because of the shit that was on the pitch in the first place.
And then you look, Reedy should be back.
Yeah.
Sacco's now going to be.
Lanzini will be fully fit.
I keep on saying it. This last season at the Bowling, something feels special about this season. Something feels I feel different. I remember when we finished 5th in the league in '99, was it?
Yeah.
99. This feels different.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. Even whatever happens now, it's been a special season anyway.
If you're in the season
a special
today,
season anyway.
I'm happy with how we've been. You know, it's
But this is the thing. I don't want the season to end. This time last year,
you're like,
I wanted the season to end. I mean, I see a stat today, and it was we've won the same amount of games in last week than what we did from January to May last season.
Well, we've got two more points than we finished with last season.
That's how you don't realise how poor we was that second half of the season.
Always got to be careful what you wish for, mate.
No, I know that, but when you see stats like that, you do think, and you think, shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I didn't realise that.
The thing is, I think it's a bit hard on Sam. We was playing some good stuff last year, right? Now, this is different. Like the football we play now is different. We was playing some beginning of the season last season.
We were superb.
We was playing some fantastic stuff.
No, I'm not taking that away from it, Sam.
I feel it a bit bad for him in a way that people seem to forget that great first start of it. And we had some good wins as well. We beat some big sides, and then they sort of like they concentrate on from Christmas to the end of the season. From Christmas to the end of the season, the geezer knew he was leaving. A bit like Pellegrini now. Look at Pellegrini.
Yeah, but that's no excuse to not do your job.
No, of course it's not.
We're still paying his wages.
Yeah, I mean,
if they didn't want him, they would have just got rid of him in January.
You say that, right? You look back now. Our performances started dwindling when Carroll come back and he changed
to
that
system.
one in front.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Look, we played really well start last season. But it was only because Sam was forced to play the way we had to play.
I was saying to you the other day about Stuart Downing. He played Stuart Downing in the middle. He was doing brilliantly. As soon as like Nolan and Carroll and that came back, he put Downing back on the wing.
He feels like an eternity ago, doesn't he, Stuart Downing?
Yeah. But that's it. It was his hand was forced that he had to play this way. And then it worked. And then obviously Sacco got injured. Then Valencia got injured. Carroll come back. And no disrespect to Carroll, no disrespect to no one, but he then chose to play that way. Even in January, they didn't bring no one in to try and.
Well, you got to look at it is if Sam had this squad now, do you think we'd be where we are now? Exactly, and that just says it all there. So let's just forget about Big Sam.
Let's forget about.
We've got Bilic now.
Going back to the full top floor. Going back to the top floor, we can get there.
Yeah. Anyone who says
are we 7-8 points clear now in the Europa League spot? So if we carry on, we should clinch that Europa League spot.
God.
And the thing is,
but it's nice to get in it the way, not fair play, and have to go for all these start your season in July. I mean, this is you've got to give Bilic and the squad so much credit because our season started in end of June, and everyone said we were going to burn out, and we ain't burnt out at all. We've added to the squad because of the right players in.
Do you know what I think? You're going to think I'm mental for saying this. Do you know what I think's helped? The injuries.
Yeah, it's rested players.
You know what I mean?
It's rested players and it's given other players like Antonio a chance.
It's just lucky we've had an absolutely fantastic, huge squad.
Because if we wouldn't have got all these injuries, Antonio probably wouldn't have started games, and we wouldn't see the Antonio that we're seeing now.
Yeah. But do you not think if Pint didn't get injured and Sacco, he might not be right up in the mix of that top four?
We definitely would. I'm not saying that there's some injuries, but when you think about the injuries we've had, everyone seems to have had one.
Yeah.
Which, if you're playing games from the end of June all the way through to May, like a year's worth of football, it's going to burn you out. So the fact that they've had injuries, they all come at the same time, and the squad, the people that was there,
pulled together,
done absolutely fantastic not to lose games.
It's been a long old season. I mean, Scott's aged 10 years in the last since the last video. But no, it has, and you don't realise. You're thinking, shit, we started our season in June. And we're still up there now. And
to be fair,
them players deserve them players deserve so much time off in the summer.
Oh yeah. Well, he's given them today off, isn't he? Training as a reward.
It's nice of him.
Yeah, well, he said as a reward, you have to come to training.
But no, it's you got to give credit to Bilic, Dix as well, everyone at the club.
And we've still got injuries now. Yeah. You know, like I said, we had two defenders. Well, three with Oxford, but two experienced defenders.
Who?
yesterday. That's all we had. 2 experienced.
Yeah, he's not an experienced defender.
No,
is he?
he's
Bonner, Creswell.
Creswell, yeah.
Oh,
So you
sorry,
think
mate.
we-
yeah.
Ginge was I was a bit worried with missing Ginge yesterday because I thought if anyone can deal with Lukaku, Ginge can.
Yeah.
And he was a massive loss.
That shows.
When's Reedy back, Scott? I thought he's on the
It
bench.
should be next week.
Manchester.
He weren't on the
Yeah, no,
bench,
he's in
was he?
scheduled to be back this week. Well, whether he start or not, but Sakho's got to start at Old Trafford for me.
Totally.
Yeah,
He's got
ready
to
now.
start
He's
because
ready.
I don't even want to say what the score would be. Honestly, if we can get Payet, Lanzini, and Sakho clicking, United are gonna struggle.
The thing is, as well, right? They talk about these kids. We're the team that can give these kids a hiding.
Yeah, we'll teach
You
them
know
a
what I
lesson.
mean? We can teach these kids a lesson because we're no nonsense.
No.
I mean,
It's all
like,
on-
it's all
it's all on how we
nice
turn
when
up.
Arsenal turn up and they're doing all their pretty football and the kids are getting in amongst them. They're not going to be able to get in amongst us. We've got too many strong players. We've got too many experienced
The
heads.
thing is, though, and one thing we can't take it for granted with them kids because they're in an FA Cup quarter final, 1 game from Wembley. They're going to be buzzing as
And
well.
they've got nothing to fear.
And they're at home in a sold-out Old Trafford, so it's going to be an amazing game. But I feel confident that we're going to be at Wembley.
I'm not going to take it for granted, but I'm just saying if anyone's going to beat them, we beat them.
Yeah.
If you're going to beat Man U up at Man U, now's the time.
Man United probably looked at that draw and thought we've got the worst draw because they would have probably rather played Chelsea at home than us.
Oh yeah, I reckon.
And that's the difference with this season.
Yep.
Man United would have been rubbing their hands together if they'd have got us in a quarter final in the last few years.
Of course it
And we would have been
Especially
thinking,
It'd have been a bye.
we've had a good run. Quarter-finals, you can't moan.
No,
But now
that's the difference.
we're confident. 9,000 going up there. All the West Ham fans, we're so confident going up there and winning. And I think we will. I think we'll win comfortably as well.
Yeah, we're going to go up there up for it. The players are going to be right up for it.
They're one game from Wembley. That's your team top there. You're one game from Wembley.
Oh,
Just go out there, do your thing. Yeah, that's all we've got to do. We just got to do what we do best, and we'll be fine.
I'm so confident. But we'll leave it there, boys. Thanks very much for joining us on this edition of West Ham Fan TV's Post-Match Pint. You can follow us on Twitter at West Ham Fan TV, Facebook.com/West Ham Fan TV. Now on Snapchat, done a match day experience. Did you see the Snapchat?
No.
You didn't even know, did you?
No, I've seen it. I didn't watch it. I
No, I don't know how to watch it. No, I can't work it out either. But we are on there, and there is videos going up on there. Whether anyone can see them or not, I don't know. But Snapchat, West Ham Fan TV, Instagram, West Ham Fan TV, all platforms of social media. Follow our website, www.westhamfan.tv. We'll end it in the usual way. 3-2 to the Irons. Come on, you Irons.